For most families, Halloween includes walking around in the dark in a costume, visiting strangers' homes. So obviously, safety is a concern. In fact, it's a big concern. But what can you do to make your house a little safer for those trick-or-treaters? We're going to get some tips right now from Jordan Acker, an attorney, giving us tips on safety. Jordan, good to see you.
How are you, Charlie? Good to see you.
You're looking good these days.
Thank you.
All right, big deal, Halloween. Okay,
yes.
So the little kids going up to your house, what responsibility does a homeowner actually have to make sure that his or her property is safe?
So legally, they have very little responsibility. Michigan has changed their laws so much that, frankly, if you get hurt on someone's property, they have almost no responsibility. But that doesn't mean it's the right thing to do, Charlie.
That's true. That's true. All right, so what's the biggest? You guys get calls, I would imagine, every day on people getting slipping and falling and hurting and tripping. So what are those kind of calls that you get, and what do you have here?
So we have some things that we've gotten calls on over the last year. Between Halloween and the holidays, that's when we really see people put up these elaborate decorations, but they're not really careful as to, you know, people coming onto their property and what happens to them, especially when it comes to Halloween.
All right, so what do we have over here, Jordan?
So our first thing here is we have two inflatable scarecrows, and the thing you'll notice about this is this black cord.
Are you going to inflate them for us, sir?
No. I was told that the studio regulation said we're not allowed to.
See that? We'd sue you.
Right.
That's good. Okay, so what do you do with these cords, though?
So when you have something like this, you can put on glow-in-the-dark tape. You should put it under something if possible to make sure that it's not running across a sidewalk, running across a driveway, because kids will come up and just run over this. They won't even see it and will fall directly because of it. And
that's something I think that you perhaps could sue the homeowner, because if the condition is unknown, it's not open. The word is open and obvious. It's open and obvious, probably no case. But if you've got a black cord hidden, maybe, might be an exception there.
Absolutely.
All right, what else do we have here?
The second thing that we have, second item we have here these are really popular, these bags that people put up.
Did you put candles in them?
Well, that's what we're going to talk about, Charlie. So people love to put these giant candles in there, but they shouldn't. They should get the 50-cent lights, the electric ones, just put them in there. We hear all the time kids knocking them over, people picking them up, they're not sure what's in there. It's best to avoid fire, especially when you have people wearing costumes or have things like hay throughout this holiday season.
All right, what do we have here?
Those are just more of the
just those more. Yeah. Okay, so what is this thing here,
Okay,
Jordan?
so this is a fog machine. People love to put these up.
I do like those.
So people put them inside during their Halloween parties. Usually that's okay. Sometimes we've seen people put these outside on their front porch, on their patio during Halloween. That's where we see people get hurt. They're filled up with
water?
I don't know, it's a solution of some kind.
I really like this.
We could have put it on if you really wanted to.
But you've got to make sure it's safe, though, right? You can't block the walkway, that type of thing. Exactly,
and Michigan is, again, we get fog enough during this time of year. We don't need a fog machine.
Real quick, homeowners coverage. What should we know about that?
So this is a great time of year for people to make sure that their homeowners coverage is up to date. Renter's insurance is very cheap, and most landlords will be very helpful in getting you good coverage because it protects them as well. You want to make sure that if something was to happen on your property, you're protected.
All right, Jordan Acker. If anybody have any questions, call your law firm, right?
That's right. 1-800-TRUSTED. Thanks, Charlie.
All right, thanks. Good. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back in a moment.